The young royals calling it their forever home, a fitting name for a house on the grounds of Windsor Castle with its 900-year history. The Prince and Princess of Wales, William and Catherine, made the move with George, Charlotte and Louis during a school break, reports say. It will be a fresh start after a few difficult years facing Catherine's cancer diagnosis.
The cancer journey is complex, scary and unpredictable for everyone.
Windsor was one of the late Queen's favourite homes and the site of many royal occasions, most recently a visit by President Trump.
It's been a really tough few years for them. And so I think there is a sense of not just wanting to upsize and have a bigger family home that's going to suit their lifestyles, but perhaps of wanting to leave some of the unhappier memories.
William and Kate's 8-bedroom mansion is just one of their homes, including a large apartment at Kensington Palace in central London. For a short time, they will live close to Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, formerly Prince Andrew, who was recently stripped of his titles by his brother King Charles over the Epstein scandal. Andrew is set to leave Windsor for a new, more isolated home at the royal estate in Sandringham. William and Kate's move has been carefully timed. Their oldest son, Prince George, is now 12 and will start high school next year. A family making decisions for their children like any other, except that this family includes 4 heirs to the throne.
I mean, so Keir, if this is their forever home, is that yet another sign that William plans to be a really different kind of king?
You know, Craig, it might be. I mean, this house is secure. It's good for them. There are no pictures even of them moving. Another little clue might be that it is close to the high school where Prince William went to school. Could that be their plan for Prince George? It's also close to Kate's parents. But it also could be a sign that they don't plan in the future, for example, to move into Buckingham Palace, which is, of course, a huge property. This is much smaller, even if it is 8 bedrooms and close to London, which is pretty good for most of us, Craig.
Sounds like they're really slumming it there. Our Chief International Correspondent, Keir Simmons, thank you.
It's all relative.
Yes.
Maybe Buckingham Palace needs a little...
Ah, yes. The winds of Windsor are shifting again. And once more, it's the calm, composed Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, Wales, old habits die hard, showing the world how it's done. While the circus act from Montecito is still busy pitching privacy from the rooftops of paparazzi-infested L.A., William and Kate have quietly packed up, moved house, and reminded everyone what dignity looks like when the cameras aren't rolling. Let's talk about Forest Lodge, their brand-new home in Windsor Great Park. 8 bedrooms, Georgian architecture, surrounded by trees older than most monarchies, and drenched in British history. This isn't some Hollywood mansion bought for Instagram aesthetics. This is a home steeped in royal roots, private, practical, and purposeful. And it's no coincidence that the future king and queen have chosen it as their new base. The move from Adelaide Cottage to Forest Lodge tells us everything about where William and Kate's priorities lie. Adelaide Cottage was charming, sure, but it was small by royal standards. 4 bedrooms, minimal staff quarters, and not exactly the fortress of privacy they need now that the kids are growing up. Forest Lodge, on the other hand, gives them something rare: space and stability. It's a proper forever home, the kind of place where you can see the family having barbecues on the lawn, Charlotte bossing her brothers around, and William sneaking off to the study with his coffee, pretending to work while watching football highlights. But there's a deeper layer here. This move isn't just about comfort, it's about strategy. The Prince and Princess of Wales are anchoring themselves right in the heart of Windsor. That's not accidental, it's symbolic. Windsor represents continuity, history, and monarchy, the very essence of what the crown stands for. And while others fled the royal fold, crying victimhood and chasing celebrity, William and Kate are doing the opposite, digging deeper into their duties, solidifying their base near the king, and putting down permanent roots where the monarchy breathes. Think of Forest Lodge as their statement of intent: quiet, deliberate, powerful. It says, "We're here for the long game." They're not hiding in London luxury or escaping to some countryside retreat just for the aesthetics. They're building their family life within striking distance of duty. Windsor Castle is just down the road. So is St. George's Chapel. Every stone, every path whispers royal tradition. And you know what else? The timing of this move couldn't be more poetic. After years of turbulence, from the late Queen's passing to health scares and media madness, William and Kate are reclaiming peace on their own terms. They've faced enormous public pressure, invasive headlines, and relentless comparison to their California counterparts. And yet, here they are, not making noise, not complaining, just quietly moving into a new chapter with grace. Now, let's talk about that privacy, because it's deliciously ironic. Harry and Meghan have been shouting about boundaries for 5 years straight, and yet William and Kate have just had an actual no-fly zone imposed over their home. That means no drones, no intrusive photographers, no random balloons, and definitely no Netflix crews pretending to be gardeners. The security measures are ironclad. Forest Lodge is now one of the most protected private estates in the country. But unlike certain ex-royals, William and Kate didn't hold a press conference to demand it. The authorities simply recognized that the future king and queen deserve privacy and made it happen. That's the difference between earning respect and demanding attention. And let's give credit where it's due. This move is about the kids as much as the parents. Prince George is entering those critical preteen years, the age where being in the public eye can shape or scar. Charlotte's growing into her role as the poised little royal everyone adores. And Louis is the comedic relief the world needs. The new home gives them space to breathe, explore, and just be children away from the endless cameras and commentary. Imagine them playing in those sprawling gardens, climbing trees, chasing their dog, moments of normalcy in a life that's anything but normal. Kate's always said her dream is to give the kids as grounded an upbringing as possible. Forest Lodge makes that dream real. It's private enough to protect, yet close enough to royal life to prepare them for the future that awaits. And yes, it's beautiful, but it's not excessive. The critics might snark about another royal house, but let's not forget, the family's downsized massively over the years. No staff army, no palatial extravagance, just a family home for a family balancing duty and modern parenthood in the glare of history. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, we've got a pair still telling interviewers how hard it is to have titles and luxury. The contrast couldn't be sharper. William and Kate embody the understated stability the monarchy desperately needs. Their move to Forest Lodge feels like a reset button, a message to the world that they're doubling down on responsibility, not running from it. And that's what makes them powerful, not because they talk about their pain, but because they handle it quietly. Not because they boast about their work, but because they just do it. Now, let's read between the royal lines for a second. This move could also be subtle preparation for what's to come. Windsor is strategically positioned, close to London, but not swallowed up by it. As King Charles's reign progresses, William's role will only expand. Having a secure base near the heart of royal operations ensures he's ready to step up when the time comes. This is long-term planning, royal edition. Forest Lodge isn't just a home, it's a headquarters. You can almost feel the shift, can't you? The balance of the monarchy moving, gently but inevitably, towards the Wales family. The king and queen may occupy Buckingham Palace for now, but Windsor is where the next generation is being molded. This is where the future crown rests at night. And I'll be honest, there's something poetic about it. Windsor has always been a place of legacy and resilience. The late Queen adored it. She spent her final years there. Now, her grandson carries that torch, continuing her story in the very same air. It's like the monarchy's heart keeps beating in the same rhythm, just with a younger pulse. And course, the tabloids will have their say. Some will whisper about costs, others will invent imaginary feuds. But here's the truth. This move isn't scandalous. It's stabilizing. It's a reminder that amid all the noise, the true royals don't chase headlines. They write history. And I'll say this, Forest Lodge may be grand, but it's also grounded. William and Kate aren't interested in glitz. They're building legacy. They don't need to move to America to find peace. They create it where they stand. So next time someone tries to compare the two royal couples, just remember this move. One pair moved to California to escape their duties. The other moved to Windsor to embrace them. One couple preaches privacy while selling documentaries. The other quietly secured a no-fly zone and carried on serving the crown. And that's, my dear Unroyals, is the difference between royal and royal adjacent. So raise your metaphorical teacups, my loves, because while some ex-royals are busy chasing contracts, the true heirs are chasing their children through the gardens of Windsor, building something real, something lasting. Forest Lodge isn't just their new home, it's the new heart of the monarchy. And mark my words, in the years to come, when history looks back at this moment, this quiet little move will be seen for what it really is. Not just a relocation, but a declaration. A royal family choosing roots over rebellion, grace over grievance, and country over chaos. Because that's what William and Kate do best. They don't shout, they simply shine. And if that doesn't make the Montecito crowd sweat a little under the California sun, I don't know what will.